Now Stefan is gliding down over the main ski area, heading southwest. You can see his paraglider up there, kind of a orangish colored thing up in the sky. He's going to have a nice long ride the way he's going here. We'll see where he ends up today. If he stays high enough, he might be able to land over in Kashmir or Leavenworth. The wind is pushing him towards the west-southwest right now. Pardon me, mostly west, because there's Mount Rainier, that's a little bit south, and over there is the Enchantments, that's more west. That direction's west, so he's kind of slightly between Mount Rainier and Mount Stewart, and still up in the air. So Stefan's going to fly out on the other side of the ridge to the west side of the ski area. I got a glimpse of him going over that ridge, and he's going to follow that ridge line all the way down, about halfway down the Mission Ridge Road to the park that's down there where they have the jumps set up for the bicycle racers. He's got a flag set up down there. You'll see that in the first part of my video where we stopped for a little bit. So he'll be flying down there. Off in the distance, there's a lake. And I'll see if I can zoom in on that. See that lake there? I'm not sure what lake that is. If that's a reservoir or if that's one of the two natural lakes. That's part of that hike that starts at the ski area. Can't really tell you for sure for now, but because I'm on a different angle, I'm on the far side of the ski area on the opposite slope where these cell towers are. So far, I don't see Stefan peeking up over that ridge heading down yet, so I just may call it good enough. And you can see the Wenatchee Valley and the Columbia River in the distance. And now I'm going to switch to mountain flowers. Right in front of me, downhill, slightly to the left, is the Midway station, and then slightly in front of me to the right is the Mission Ridge parking lot down there. You can see that down there. And I'm hoping Stefan might pop up over the ridge there, but I don't see him so far. So tomorrow you'll enjoy Stefan and Mark. I'm not sure where we're going to go, but we will have a good time. The wind conditions will be even better tomorrow. that ridge over there, that's where I'm going to start walking to get up to the other side of the slope there and then go down the service road. So it took us 2 hours to get up to this location, and that's quite a hike for me. It's not much for Stephen. He can get up here in less than 45 minutes if he's really pushing it. All right, that's where I came from, up there. Cross country, through the woods, along the ridge, to the Tumwater Run. And then here's the highest chair. Goes up to the top, which is right there. And we're just downwind from the top. Straight ahead is the surface road. That's where I'm going next. So here I am at the top of the regular ski area, and come up from the service road and that chair up there, the steep slope. And over there on the other side were those towers. That's where we were launching. Here's the very top of the lift chair station. More cell towers. Over here, here's the lift sign, run signs. And down here, the Wenatchee Valley, Columbia River, the dams. Over there, the Cascade Mountain Range. I think that's Glacier Peak in the distance. That tall, strutty one. Ski Patrol First Aid Station. And we'll just walk over here. And I'll show you the view from this side. This has got a real good view of Mount Rainier from over here. By this fence line, up above the fence line. There you can see it through the fence. Get over here. Nice wide road. Nobody's up here but me. Got the whole thing to myself. In front of us, that's Mount Stewart. And then there's a sign over here that points to all the mountains. We'll videotape that one again too. So it took me about an hour to walk from the launch location over to here. Started at about 1:45. It's about 1:45. Pardon me. I started at 1:45. Now it's about 2:45. I'm getting my times mixed up. I'll tell you in a minute what the real time is after I look at my cell phone here. Pull that out of my back pocket. There's Mount Rainier. Mount Adams. Okay, it's 2:42. So it took me a little bit less than an hour to walk over to here. And then here you have the famous mountain arrow signs here. Tells you which mountains are which. Compass direction. Or straight over that way at that angle is north. Up Lake Chelan there, that's true, there's the river. And then Mount Hood is pointing to that. Mount Adams. Mount Rainier is the top one. And then you get this kind of view here when you're underneath the sign. Yeah. So Rainier, Adams, and off in the distance on that side is Hood. Over here is Mount Stewart. And right next to that tower in the distance is Glacier Peak. Let's see what we can do to zoom in on that. Yeah, that's Glacier Peak. And then there's the famous Sasquatch. And this looks like a Civil War fence, doesn't it? This fence up here. So now I'm going to hike the whole service road back down. That's about 4.5 miles. But I ain't going down any more steep or rocky or snowy pitches. I'm going to go down a nice, wide, open road. Probably have the whole thing to myself the whole way. And it'll take me a couple hours to walk back down there too. I'm in no hurry. So, go Go over here to the Sasquatch, show you the chainmail Sasquatch. How do you like that, huh? Pretty wild looking thing. Anyway, it's time to quit videoing for a while and focus on walking and not stumbling. So, $2.45. So here is their explosive shack uphill down below the ridge, probably about a half a mile on this off the service road. And then there's a junction for some of the ski runs down below there. I'll go down there and videotape that too in a second. So here's a couple more runs that they go on here. Famous Bomber Wing Run, North Bomber Run, and Coulee City. It's 3 o'clock, and we'll see what time it is by the time I get down. There's the Bomber Run memorial plaque and a piece of the wing from the crash that happened in the World War II era. Right in the middle of the fog, there's a story of it up there on that board. And then here's the Wenatchee Valley again, viewpoint from up here. What a place to ski at the winter time. What a view when usually the sky is pretty clear around here and you can see quite a ways. I mean, look at that over there. It almost looks like you can see another mountain range over there. Maybe it's a mirage, but it's almost like you can see Mount Spokane from here. I don't think it is, but it might be. I'll ask the guys. There's Bomber Bowl, Kawam, and now we're going to Coulee City. Get back down.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good time.
Yeah. And then it took me an hour to get from where we launched back over to the to the other slope.
Why owe you? What do you want for dinner?
Nah. You can get something to drink or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
You know, we're not too far from oh, that's probably the deal, huh?
Got to get a picture at the end of the day.
Oh gosh,
What
yeah.
a fun flight.
Woo!
Nice.
How many hours? We're 3 hours up?
About 4.
4 hours. Hey. So that's 4,000 or 5,000 acres now, or?
I don't know.
It wasn't much to begin with. I mean, it sounded like they were going to get it put out right away. Then it